This week, I would like to share with you my 2 favorite self-study resources, and these are especially good for yoga teacher trainees, but to be honest, for anyone who would like to deepen their understanding of yoga. Let's get started. I have to say, I have no connections to these 2 resources in the way that I would benefit in any way from advertising them. These come as honest recommendation from me. I've used these in my own studies, but also I have used these in yoga teacher trainings for my students, and they are very, very good resources to study by yourself or use them as part of your teacher trainings. The first resource package, let's call it that, comes from these guys, Leslie Kaminoff and Amy Matthews, and even more so from Leslie Kaminoff. There's this book, and I know I've recommended this book before. This is definitely the ultimate guide to yoga anatomy, especially for a more dynamic yoga practice. But there's also some online resources that you can sign up on their website. It's called yogaanatomy.net. And this is educational website by Leslie Kaminoff and his team. And on this website, you can sign up for their newsletter, and that's completely free. So you get free resources through their newsletter that comes straight into your email inbox. And you get some short YouTube videos. You can also search Leslie Kaminoff on YouTube, and you get a lot of free YouTube videos by him. On their website, you can also sign up for paid courses. They have a couple of courses. So the first one is called Fundamentals, and it's about 20-hour course. This course we have used on our yoga teacher training courses, and it gives you kind of basic, also a bit deeper understanding and knowledge about yoga anatomy. So kind of going that one step deeper into yoga anatomy and how understanding individual anatomy affects your practice, but also your teaching. And then if you want to take things to an even deeper level, they have a second course as well, and it's called Principles. It's a bit longer course. It's roughly 70 hours. And that course really dives deep into functional yoga anatomy. And it's good for yoga teacher trainees, but also excellent for yoga teachers. So people who have already been teaching maybe for years and years. It really allows you to maybe question some concepts that you can find in the yoga world, but it questions a lot of those concepts and takes you a bit deeper into yoga anatomy and just helps you understand yoga students' individual anatomy on a bit deeper level. So highly recommended. Search yogaanatomy.net and also get this book into your yoga book library. The second resource pack comes from Bernie Clark. So now Bernie Clark, he is from the world of Yin Yoga. So now we're going into more Yin side of things. And I've recommended this book earlier on the channel. So maybe this is the first step, buying Bernie Clark's book and starting to read about Yin Yoga, about the practice, about the anatomy, about the philosophy behind the practice. But again, Bernie Clark also has a lot of online resources, and there's a lot of free resources. If you go to Bernie's site, yinyoga.com, you find a lot of articles, a lot of information about Yin Yoga. There's a really extensive forum, so discussion forum, where people around the world are discussing Yin Yoga, and Bernie Clark is there himself as well, answering questions and taking part in the conversations. It's a really, really fantastic free resource for anyone interested in Yin Yoga, but also yoga anatomy. So Bernie Clark, he knows a lot about functional yoga anatomy as well, teaches it more from the Yin side of things, but it's really helpful for anyone, even if you're teaching or maybe wanting to teach more dynamic yoga. Again, there are some paid resources as well. So Bernie Clark, he does a lot of courses, both online and in person. You find those courses on the website as well. And then there is also that newsletter on Bernie's site, so you can sign up for their newsletter. I think it's a monthly newsletter if I remember correctly. And again, you get Bernie's new articles onto your email inbox. So I really highly recommend even just signing up for the newsletter, and you get kind of regular articles and updates about yoga, about Yin Yoga, about the research that Bernie does. He's quite scientific in his approach to yoga. So very highly recommended as well. I highly recommend these two resources for yoga teacher trainees, also anyone who is just interested in deepening their own knowledge and understanding of yoga, the practice, the philosophy, the anatomy behind it. I hope you find this useful. If you have any questions, any comments, leave them in the comments below. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And also, if you know someone who would enjoy the video, would benefit from this, share the video with them. It really helps these videos. It really helps the channel. I would really appreciate you sharing the video. And let's continue the chat, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.